everyone, Lorraine here with Lorraine Corbatic Fitness. We are going to do a short yoga class focused on the neck and shoulders. That place where we tend to hold a lot of our attention. I'm sure you know what we're talking about, what I'm talking about. So really all you need today is your yoga mat. We're going to just take things nice and slow, and we're going to really focus today, be really mindful on how we can try to release that tension out of this beautiful area that holds up that big beautiful head of yours. So let's start on our backs. It's such a great way to work on our breathing and really center ourselves before we even start stretching out that area. So go ahead and lay yourself down on your backs on your mat. I will join you there now as well. Just extend those legs out long on the mat. And of course, if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can bend into those knees. A little more of a constructive rest pose. But I want you to lift up your chest. And when you lift up your chest, tuck the shoulder blades down, or the shoulder blades towards one another, and your shoulders away from your ears. So just starting already, creating that nice space there. Lengthen out the neck. And then from there, your hands could be on your belly or on your side, wherever it feels comfortable. Go ahead and just softly flutter those eyes closed. From here, of course, we just want to draw inward slightly. And by that I mean with the eyes closed and just starting to draw your attention, your thoughts into your body, into your breath. So that means pushing away all the extraneous thoughts, all the worries that tend to cloud our senses, take up a lot of our thoughts. When we start worrying and thinking about those other things, the heart rate picks up and we begin to tense up those shoulders and the neck. So we're going to do the opposite here this morning. Maybe filling your thoughts with gratitude, or perhaps you're taking that scan of your body, internally checking off all the areas as you go down the body or up the body, and just taking little notes about how this feels and how that feels. Perhaps this morning you're just concentrating on the breath. And if you're new to yoga or new to my yoga classes, I talk a lot about the belly, and about how when we breathe nice and deep in yoga, when you breathe in, the belly lifts up. It's filling that space full of air. And then as you exhale, it's softly falling back down as the air escapes out of the lungs, back out of the nostrils. So whichever method you're using this morning, whether you're thinking about what you're grateful for, whether you're scanning the body, or whether you're just focusing on your breath, I want you to allow your body to be nice and soft. So as you feel the back part of your body melting into the mat, being nice and heavy, I want you to allow the top of your body to feel nice and light. Feel the belly lifting up as you inhale, and feeling it dropping down and softening as you exhale. Notice the teeth. If they're clenched together, please separate the teeth now. If you feel the chin lifting up towards the ceiling, thereby creating some tension in that neck, let it drop down now. We're going to take 3 to 5 more breaths right here. If you still haven't gotten to that place where you feel like you've really softened, perhaps you can join me here using a count with our breath. So that's inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And from here, we're just going to start with that head and neck. We're going to just slowly start rolling the head over to one side. Pausing there and feeling how that stretch feels. So of course, if your head is over the right shoulder, then you're feeling the stretch on the left-hand side of the neck. Continuing with that nice slow breath. And then on an inhale breath, we'll roll the head up and over to the opposite side, pausing there as well. Big inhale as you draw the chin up towards the ceiling and then roll it over to the opposite side. Let's do one roll per breath. Or at least inhale, roll the chin up to center, and as you exhale, roll it over to the opposite side. Inhale, roll the chin up to center. Exhale, roll it over. Inhale, roll the head just to the midline, looking up at the ceiling. Checking here in just a second or two of breath, noticing if there's anything you need to relax. I'm actually going to allow my knees to fall into the midline of my body, so I'm not holding them up. And from here, as we inhale, let's roll the chin up even further towards the heavens, dipping the head back, opening up the front part of the throat. Still breathing nice and full, and when you're ready on an exhale breath, slowly start dipping that chin down towards the chest. Inhale, lift the chin, open the throat. Exhale, roll down that back of the head, drawing the chin towards the chest. Inhale up, leave the shoulders open, they're resting flat on the mat. Exhale, roll down, chin to chest. One more, just like that. Inhale, lift, stretch the front of the throat. Exhale, just to the midline. Really nice, everybody. We're just gonna roll over now. So let your knees roll over. Maybe placing the hand in front of the chest, pressing upward, just getting to the point where we can come into child's pose. So we're gonna take the knees to the mat, take those big toes together. I'm separating my knees. You can keep them together if you like. And then once you bring the forehead down to the mat or down to a block, we're gonna take our hands actually and wrap them around the back of those feet. So in this way, we're keeping that nice spaciousness between the ears and the shoulders as we reach around behind us, nestling the hands on the back of the feet. And now if you don't feel comfortable here, if you don't feel steady, take the time to change. So maybe that means you want to bring the knees in together so that your chest and the belly have something to rest on. So you can see that I've done that here now. My hands can now meet one another. My shoulders can drape around my knees. And I've really opened up this area that we're working on. So here, as you take those nice deep inhale breaths, you'll feel your belly press up against the thighs. And as you exhale, not only does the belly retract, but the shoulders do as well, softening down away from the ears. Inhale, fill up the belly. Shoulders lifting up just slightly towards the ears. Exhale, let everything fall back into place. Now we're just going to slightly change this.
As we inhale, we're simply going to roll up the crown of the head. The hips will lift off the heels, maybe coming right up onto the crown. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the neck. And as you exhale, you can slowly sink those hips back down towards the heels, coming back down onto the forehead. Inhale, lift the hips, roll onto the crown of the head. Exhale, slowly roll back down to the forehead. Stay with the breath here, everyone. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, roll down. Stay with your own breath here. Your breath might be slightly faster or slower than mine. Just use your inhale breaths to lengthen your body upwards. Exhale to sink back down. Let's do one more here, knowing that if anything is feeling uncomfortable, pinching, tense, tight, you can absolutely stop and just rest in child's pose, focusing on the breath alone and the softness of the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Really nice. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take the hands back up to where the shoulders are, maybe just on tented fingertips. Press it on up, coming up to a seated position. So coming up into our seated position, just crossing the legs or maybe finding a block to sit on, maybe a cushion, maybe you want to take one leg out to the side, making sure you're nice and comfortable. So from here, I want you to feel the sitting bones nice and rooted down on the mat, maybe even wiggle back and forth. Yeah, I can feel them, there they are. Yeah, sit up nice and tall, keeping the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Let's take those hands up to the shoulders. We're going to work on some shoulder rolls. If you don't want the hands here, leave them on the knees. That's fine too. It really doesn't matter where those hands are. And as you inhale, bring the shoulders forward and up to the ears. And as you exhale, drop the shoulders or roll the shoulders back and then drop them down. Inhale, we come forward and up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Beautiful. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward, really broadening the shoulder blades at the back. Exhaling, roll them open and down. Beautiful. One more. And then switching directions. Inhale, bring the shoulders back up towards the ears, and exhale, roll them forward and down. Beautiful work here, my friends. Eyes can be opened or closed, maybe even drawing the elbows together here, really opening up the shoulder blades and that upper back. Beautiful. And again, remembering it doesn't matter about the hands. They can be on the legs, they can be in midair. Let's just do one more here. Beautiful shoulder rolls. And then dropping the hands into the lap or onto the knees. Yeah. Oh man, that feels so good. Coming back up to look at the neck, not physically look at, but be thinking about drawing your attention to. We're simply going to, just like we did on the ground, draw your chin over to the right, as if you're looking over your right shoulder. Feel that stretch on the left side. Inhale, sweep the neck through center over to the opposite side. Inhaling, we come into the center, and exhale over to the side. Slow, gentle, feeling the tension in the neck, releasing as you stretch it open. Keeping the length in the body. We're doing such a simple move here, but man, does it ever feel juicy? Back and forth. Let's bring the chin back into the midline, the center. We're just going to dip the left ear over to the left shoulder.
Now this might feel like you've got enough. If you want a little bit more, you can go ahead and pick up that left hand, reach it up and over the head, placing the left fingertips just softly on the right temple. Just that slight bit of pressure allows for a little bit deeper opening on that one side. And here, but just being conscious as you inhale, we're still lifting up through the body, never feeling it collapse or sink down. Keep that beautiful height. You can release the left hand. Inhale, lift, back up to center. And then drawing the head over to the opposite side. Ooh, yeah, beautiful. So the right ear over towards the right shoulder, maybe picking up the right hand, reaching over, finding the temple there, just applying that tiny bit of pressure. Oh yeah. This is my sore side here, so this feels really nice and juicy. And remember here as well, you don't have to just keep your gaze straight forward. If you want to play around a little bit, you can slowly maybe dip the chin, lift it up. Your practice is always yours, it's personal. So you can add little bits to it. I want you to start discovering your body on your own and noticing what feels good for you. Beautiful. Go ahead and release. Bring the head back up to center. Let's go ahead and lift our head up. So as you inhale, again, creating that length. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, drawing it back down. Go ahead and draw the chin right down to the chest. And as you pause here, again, maybe lifting up both hands, taking them to the back of the head, fingertips, just feel that slight bit of pressure. Opening up the back of the neck, and I really feel it where my neck meets the shoulders. It even goes into those upper trapezius muscles for me. Keep the height, see if you can lengthen up. I sure did right there, yeah. And keep drawing inward. So as you open your eyes to look at me and you take in other things with your senses, can you just let them go? Maybe closing the eyes again and noticing how this feels. Let's drop the hands if you've got them there. Inhale, lift the chin up towards the heavens. Exhale, lower the chin, dropping it all the way down to the chest. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's take one more right here. Let's take that left arm, extend it straight out towards me. Hello. Draw it across the body, right at chest level. And then picking up the right hand, you can just take it to the lower arm. Make sure it's not on the elbow joint. Draw the arm right in it to the chest. And if you want more here, you can start just looking over top of the shoulder. Remember not to hold the breath here. Every exhale breath, I'm allowing my shoulder to drop away from the ear a little bit further. And then inhaling, we can drop the arm, bring the head back to the center line. Let's do the opposite arm, extend it forward towards me, cross it across the chest, draw with the other arm, drawing the arm into the chest. And here making sure that that shoulder is relaxed and away from the ear. You never want to be hiked up. Bring it down. And again, either staying facing forward or drawing the head over the shoulder. Yeah, I just noticed I was holding tension in my leg here. So keep scanning your body, softening it where you can. Keep those nice deep inhales filling up the belly cavity, allowing your exhales to soften. We're releasing tension here. Last breath, releasing the arms. Let's draw the knees in together. Let's take staff pose. So taking the legs long, the lengthwise on your mat. So we're sitting with legs together. We're going to draw those toes back towards the nose, flexing through the feet. And I actually here, every time I'm in staff pose, I kind of like to lean over, grab the fleshy bits and just pull them out to the side. And in that way I can make sure I'm really just sitting on the sitting bones. Yeah, I can feel them there. Yeah, good job. So here, this one always makes me chuckle. I like to do some neck retractions when I'm working on my neck and my shoulders. It's also really good for those double chins. All right, so let's make sure that those shoulders are nice and relaxed to begin with. You know, you can always roll them a couple times. And then from here, feeling like your head is nice in line, your neck is in line with your spine, you're not reaching forward. That's actually what we're going to be doing. So as we inhale, we're going to find length, draw the chin forward, keeping the shoulders back where they were. And as you exhale, bring the chin back in. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we draw back. Inhale. And exhale. You got it. It's nice and simple, isn't it? Keep going. Couple more here. Always keeping the shoulders stable and relaxed. You can do upwards of 100 of these in a day if you're really working on those double chins, right? And then coming just back to center. You can keep going if you like. Let's just do a couple of head rolls here. So I'm going to drop my chin down towards the chest, and I always like to say that my chin is drawing happy faces along my collarbone here. So I'm going to inhale and roll that neck up over my right shoulder. Use your breath, wait for a breath. I'm waiting for an exhale here. I'm going to slowly drop the chin, inhaling as I roll it up the other side. Good job, everybody. Use your breath. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Drawing little happy faces with our chins. Knowing that you can come back to these delicious exercises, these little stretches for the head and the neck and the shoulders at any time. I'll be here for you. Yeah, good job. Coming back to the midline, simply facing straight forward, lift that head. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and roll down here, shall we? So bending into the knees, maybe shooting the legs down the mat. Rolling on down, finding our way down onto the mat. So from here, let's pick up one knee, draw it into the chest, pick up the second knee as well. Intertwining the fingers above the knees. From here, of course, if you like to take a little rocking motion, I know that's really pleasurable for some of you, feel free. And then from here, we're going to just pick up that head again, working on stretching the back, the neck. So go ahead, take a big inhale breath to start, lengthening out through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, lift the head up, drawing the nose in towards the knees. Inhale, roll down the spine, lengthening up through the crown. Exhale, roll the head up. Rolling down on the inhale breath, rolling up on the exhale breath. Let's do two more like this. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll in. And then stay here. Knowing that you can always take the hands further down the legs if you like, maybe holding onto ankles, maybe the shins. Keep drawing the shoulders back and down away from the ears. I'm staying here as long as it feels good. I'm really feeling that beautiful stretch again in my upper traps where the neck meets my shoulders. And as you inhale, you can roll down.
Release the feet down to the mat. And again here, if you want to take constructive rest, you can just have the knees bent, maybe even allowing the knees to fall into the midline there for you. Just make sure you're nice and comfortable coming up to the end here. So I thought it might be nice just to kind of do a couple more rolls, a couple more lifts, coming back to those things that felt really good for us. So here again, checking in, coming back to the breath. Deep inhales, filling up the belly. Exhale, letting it fall down, and then slowly pairing this breath with my movements. I'm going to roll my head over to one side on my inhale breath. Maybe using the exhale to roll back to center, and my next inhale to roll over to the opposite shoulder. Inhale, roll. Exhale to center. Inhale, roll. Exhale to center. And then maybe switching it up here on your inhales, lifting that chin. Exhale, rolling it all the way down to the chest. Inhale, lifting. Watch the shoulders as you exhale. Inhale, lift. Being cautious not to let the shoulders roll in as you exhale. Last one right here. Inhale, lift. Exhale back to center. And then from here, deciding how you want to take Shavasana. I'm going to extend my legs nice and long on my mat. Lifting up my chest, tucking the shoulder blades down and back. Taking the hands down to the mat, allowing my legs, my arms, my entire body to melt down into my mat. Feeling heavy. It's okay, be heavy. Allow your breath to become nice and natural here. Release all the tension, allowing it to slip away with every exhale. Opening up the mouth, allowing the breath to escape easily. And giving yourself this gift of the next few minutes to simply be, just to exist on the mat, to experience your breath and nothing else. Maybe drawing your attention to the shoulders and the neck here. Thinking about this beautiful area of your body that you've now given this beautiful gift to. Movement, length, stretch, room, life. Staying here today for as long as is comfortable for you. Dropping into this moment. Finding your bliss. Knowing that you can come back here at any time to repeat. Thank you so much for joining me here today, my friends. We'll see you again. Namaste.